Did you know your brain has an invisible army of cells that outnumber neurons 10 to 1? These aren't neurons, they're the supporting cells that keep your nervous system alive. When these cells malfunction, devastating conditions like multiple sclerosis, Alzheimer's can develop. Today, I'm going to reveal these hidden heroes of your nervous system and why there might be the key to treating neurological diseases we once thought were incurable. Hey everyone, welcome back to another nursing education video. Today, we're diving into a critical but often overlooked topic in neurology, the supporting cells of the nervous system. While neurons get all the glory, these supporting cells, also called glial cells or neuroglia, are absolutely essential for proper nervous system function. In this video, I'll break down the different types of supporting cells in both the central and peripheral nervous system, explain their critical functions, and help you understand why they're so important in neurological assessments and disorders. This information is essential for nursing students and healthcare professionals working with neurological patients. Let's start with the supporting cells in the central nervous system, which includes the brain and spinal cord. There are four main types of supporting cells in the CNS. First, we have oligodendrocytes. These star-shaped cells are responsible for producing myelin in the central nervous system. Myelin is that fatty insulating sheet that wraps around axons, allowing for faster transmission of nerve impulses. One oligodendrocyte can myelinate portions of up to 50 different axons, which is pretty impressive. When we see conditions like multiple sclerosis, what's happening is the myelin sheets produced by oligodendrocytes are being destroyed, which significantly slows down action potentials and disrupts normal neurological function. This is why patients with MS experience symptoms like weakness, numbness, and coordination problems. The second type of supporting cells in the CNS is the astrocyte. These are the most common type of glial cell, and they perform several critical functions. Astrocytes help maintain the blood-brain barrier, which protects the brain from harmful substances in the bloodstream. They also provide structural support for neurons and help maintain the proper chemical environment for neuronal signaling. Astrocytes are also involved in metabolic exchange between neurons and blood vessels. They transfer nutrients from the bloodstream to neurons and can even supply the building blocks for neurotransmitters. In times of stress, they can transfer mitochondria to neurons to help them survive. Pretty amazing, right? The third type is microglia, which are the immune cells of the CNS. These cells are constantly surveying their environment, looking for damaged cells, infectious agents, or other problems. When they find something concerning, they become phagocytic, meaning they can engulf and remove debris, dead cells, or pathogens. They're essentially the cleanup crew of the brain and spinal cord. During inflammation or infection, microglia become activated and can release inflammatory mediators. This is important in fighting infection, but chronic microglia activation has been implicated in neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. The fourth type of supporting cell in the CNS is the ependymal cell. These cells line the ventricles of the brain and the central canal of the spinal cord. They have cilia on their surface that help circulate cerebrospinal fluid or CSF. This circulation is crucial for delivering nutrients and removing waste products from the CNS. Now, let's move on to the peripheral nervous system, which includes all the nerves outside the brain and spinal cord. In the PNS, the main supporting cells are Schwann cells and satellite cells. Schwann cells are similar to oligodendrocytes in that they produce myelin, but with one key difference. Each Schwann cell myelinates only one segment of the single axon, unlike oligodendrocytes which can myelinate multiple axons. Schwann cells form the myelin sheet by wrapping around the axon multiple times, creating layers of insulation. This process is called myelination, and it's essential for rapid nerve impulse conduction. In conditions like Guillain-Barré syndrome and Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease, Schwann cells are damaged, leading to demyelination and significant neurological symptoms. Schwann cells also play a crucial role in nerve regeneration after injury. They form what's called a Bunger band, which guides regenerating axons to their targets. This is why peripheral nerves can regenerate to some extent after injury, unlike CNS neurons. Satellite cells are found in the ganglia of the PNS, where they surround and support the cell bodies of neurons. They regulate the external environment around these neurons and provide them with nutrients. Understanding these supporting cells is crucial for clinical practice. Many neurological disorders directly involve glial cells. Multiple sclerosis, as I mentioned earlier, involves destruction of myelin produced by oligodendrocytes in the CNS. Peripheral neuropathies often involve dysfunction of Schwann cells, leading to demyelination and symptoms like numbness, tingling, and weakness. Gliomas, which are tumors derived from glial cells, are among the most common primary brain tumors. Astrocytomas, for example, arise from astrocytes. Neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's involve dysfunction of microglia and astrocytes, contributing to neuroinflammation and neuronal death. When assessing patients with neurological disorders, we're often indirectly assessing the function of these supporting cells. For example, when we test reflexes or sensation, we're evaluating the integrity of myelinated pathways. So there you have it, the unsung heroes of the nervous system. These supporting cells are absolutely essential for proper neurological function, and understanding them helps us better comprehend neurological disorders and their treatments. To recap, in the CNS we have oligodendrocytes for myelination, astrocytes for support and metabolic function, microglia for immune defense, and ependymal cells for CSF circulation. In the penis, we have Schwann cells for myelination and nerve regeneration, and satellite cells for supporting neuronal cell bodies. I hope this video has given you a deeper appreciation for these incredible cells and their vital roles in the nervous system. Understanding the supporting cells will help you provide better care for your patients with neurological conditions and give you a stronger foundation in neuroscience. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more nursing education content. Drop a comment below if you have any questions about supporting cells or suggestions for future videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Once again, this is NurseBrain, inspiring greatness one lesson at a time.